Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another broadcast of The Weekly with me, Neff. Please subscribe to the channel and share with a friend. It helps us out a lot. We are trying to get to 500 subscribers. So we got some cool information here regarding Spider-Man 4. I guess it's negative for anybody that's excited for the potential release of Spider-Man 4, but it is something that I have brought up before, and it seems like it's coming back around. So this article today is from World of Real, and it reads Spider-Man 4 delaying production until late 2025. Before I get into this article, guys, I'm thinking it may have to do something with Tom Holland's schedule. He's definitely slated for a couple films, one of them being Christopher Nolan's film that's going to be due up in July of 2026. So I wonder if that has something to do with the filming of this Spider-Man 4 production. Also, I'm wondering if it has to do with writing as well. We've got some information through the grapevine that maybe they're doing a potential Venom mix-up with Spider-Man 4 as well. When I say mix-up, I mean a crossover. That's kind of come out as well. There was some marketing done in another country, and it said that Venom would make a potential appearance in Spider-Man 4. Obviously, this would be Tom Hardy's Venom. So like I said, we'll have to read more into that, and don't quote me on the country, but I think it was Japan. Not 100% sure, but definitely saw that information this week. But let's read into this article here. It was recently announced that Spider-Man 4 would open on July 24th, 2026. That's 1 week after Christopher Nolan's next movie, which also has Tom Holland and Zendaya in its cast. It didn't make much sense to have both of these films so close to each other on the release schedule. By the sounds of it, Spider-Man 4 will in all likelihood delay its release date potentially till December 2026, as the Hot Mic recently reported that its original May 2025 production start has potentially been delayed till late 2025. This would jeopardize its summer 2026 release, which is a good thing given the sequel's current lack of IMAX screens, all swallowed up by Nolan's film. You know, that is an interesting aspect as well. If Tom Holland, although he's going to be in two big films, obviously with blockbuster potential, especially Nolan's films at this point, it seems like everything he puts out does 3 to 4x. So I can understand why they're trying to space out those releases. And as far as the production, I guess that does make sense. My question is, I wonder when Nolan's going to start filming his film for that release of 2026, because that would make a lot more sense. And it would also go into the production of Spider-Man 4 and why these things are kind of not lining up as far as the release. Now, the production and the release can be two different arguments. You could produce the film way ahead of Nolan's per se, or maybe even on the same timeline, and then just decide, you know what, we see that we're going to have that competition right there. Let's just push this whole thing back rather than delaying the production altogether. It seems like Sony may be kind of desperate for a big release. Now, Venom did do good overseas. It did fine, but they're going to have Kraven come out, and we're going to see how that's going to do. But it seems like they're very excited for Spider-Man 4, but at the same time, I do kind of understand why they're trying to put pause on the actual release. But I don't think that should have anything to do with the production unless Tom Holland is going to be busy filming with Christopher Nolan. But let's finish up the article. Daniel Destin Creighton from Shang-Chi is set to direct Spider-Man 4. The film was set up with a 6-month production schedule, which means that the late 2025 shoot might very well bleed into 2026. It should also be noted that the film's current release date is just 2 months after Avengers Doomsday hits theaters. So Marvel definitely has a lot, and Sony, I should say, really it's a Sony thing, has a lot on their plate with this new Spider-Man 4. Do I think there's a rush for it? Not really. The last Spider-Man did well. One of the best grossing Spider-Mans ever, to be honest. So to me, there's not really a rush, and I think Sony should just take this time to put out a good film, get the writers involved, make sure Tom Holland's involved, Zendaya as well, because they got to be working together there, and take your time with this film. No reason to rush it, especially when you got Avengers Doomsday coming out. That's going to be a big film in itself, just out of pure curiosity. So I think overall, Sony is on the right path. I understand what they're trying to do as far as not trying to compete with Nolan, but then again, you could use Tom Holland being in two big films at the same time as a marketing ploy, so that might be something to look into as well. Guys, let me know what you think about this article and this news overall down in the comments. Are you excited for Spider-Man 4? If I get any more information, I'll definitely be passing it on to you guys. Subscribe to the channel, share this video with a friend, maybe even a couple friends. Ring that bell for notifications so you get all these cool updates from me, Neff. And as always, be safe. It's Neff signing off.